Alright, you guys just missed out on a wonderful hour of running around in circles collecting crap.
Yeah.
Alright.
And
Which, by the way, there is an end game for this, but that's what end game is running around in circles collecting stupid stuff.
And this is the invincibility gadget.
Uh-huh.
It took way too long to get all the gems needed for it.
Well, that was because I wasn't getting them as I played through the level, because a lot of it was mini-games. And treasure chests, and it's just not worth it. Because I thought I only needed 12 for that, but I guess not. So I actually had to go back and collect a bunch of stupid stuff, and I keep getting caught on random peaches. Station them.
Yay for bad geometry. Collision detection. Wee.
I like switches.
Wait, what did that do?
That's on the other side of the wall. So now you gotta go back through here. Glitch. Now, if you'll notice, the water is going in the opposite direction now than it was just a moment before. How that is possible, I have no idea. However, I do kind of like the silver part of this. It looks kind of cool.
Like
that, this, like the Silver Surfer or something. It's kind of cool looking.
or Metal Mario or Metal Fighters
In Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that what you were trying to do this entire time?
Uh-huh. Now, we go back. Back this way.
This game keeps getting worse and worse as it goes on and on. Although I kind of like the swimming animation.
He looks like a fish. It's funny though, like you compare this to our Metroid and Killer 7 LPs, this game moves along at a much faster pace.
Well, that's because Metroid is Metroid. Like, you can't really change that. And,
well, it's not so much that, it's just the worlds are incredibly small. And it's just really easy to get through everything. Like, the puzzles aren't that hard at all. I mean, there's quite a few issues with actually being able to do the jumps. And then the severe punishment for not being able to do the jump, which is having to do another series of complicated jumps, which is just awful.
this is probably going to be a pretty redundant and ridiculous question, but should I get Sin and Punishment?
The second one?
The first one.
The first one?
I mean, I love Treasure, but it's $12.
Oh yeah, it's on Virtual Console.
Yeah, and $2 extra added because it's a quote-unquote import. Like, I kind of want to play it, but
I haven't played the second one. I'm amazed though, no slowdown on that thing, and there's untold amounts of action going on. That's impressive.
well, Treasure knows how to develop.
Treasure knows how to optimize for performance.
Treasure is a
Because they make a lot of really intense games.
like Bangai-O. Bangai-O, they actually did have slowdown, but they manipulated the slowdown so that it happened mainly so that they put in there was slowdown, but they thought it would look cool because the slowdown mainly comes from like when you're launching 100 missiles from your body and they're spreading out everywhere. Like as soon as it happens, it slows down because it bogs down the system. But they kind of manipulated it so that it looks really cool. Like it's slowing down as
they know that there's system limitations.
Bangai-O is awesome. Bangai-O Spirits is pretty
That's
awesome
DS, right?
too. Bangai-O was originally for Dreamcast, but Bangai-O Spirits is its sequel, which is more kind of more. It's like Bangai-O except changed for it to be portable, and it's
Not quite the same.
It's for example, instead of being large levels that you have to get through, they're more small levels that are more self-contained.
They're compact levels?
Yeah, so that it's easier to play them on the go and stuff.
Does it work well?
It works well. If you like Bangai-O, then you'll probably like Bangai-O Spirits, which is the DS game version. Not version, but sequel. Which is pretty much the only treasure sequel beyond Now Seeing Punishment 2.
Which is going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make my parents get me. Actually, no. That, by the time it comes out, I'm probably not going to be living at my parents' house anymore.
Bangai-O Spirits also. No, not Bangai-O Spirits, I mean, Gunstar Superheroes is also another sequel.
Gunstar Superheroes?
There's been a Gunstar Heroes for the Genesis, which I really want, but it's nearly impossible to find. And the one when you can find it, it's very expensive.
Duh! Level design! Level design! You have to do these in very specific order. Which is really retardo, because you can make those jumps. It's not that hard.
I don't know why I just got a Sonic Adventure flashback from that.
I don't know what that is. Oh, that makes it no. Let's use a malfunction.
That is very depressing.
That was a user malfunction, sorry.
It's easier to blame it on the game because the game is terrible.
They just went through each other.
Whoa, how did you do that?
That thing I said?
Oh, I bet it, it moves the rail.
You would not believe how many times I played through this game until I noticed those. Like, seriously.
Is it impossible to do it without doing that?
It's possible to do that without, but...
Makes it a lot easier.
Not so much that. It's just easier to get back up on a platform if you miss the jump when they move. And then you have to wait for it to turn off.
It stays there for a pretty ridiculous amount of time, though.
That's what I want. I kind of did these out of order. Like, game design-wise, it's easier to go to the cloudy domain first. Which is why I had to go back and hunt for the light gems, but...
This area is easier.
I don't know. I did it backwards. I feel stupid now because I did it backwards. Oh. Sorry.
It's a Spyro game, no one cares.
It's a bad Spyro game, no one cares.
Oh, actually, I'm sure there are some fans that are just completely fanboys or fangirls that are completely rabid about this game. They're like, no, you can't make a bad Spyro game. In the same way that fanboys/fangirls for Sonic. Oh man,
They're scary. Especially a certain one. But we don't.
I mean, the thing is that, like, I think the main difference between fans and fanboys/girls, I'm just gonna say fanboys because that's easier and I use the masculine pronoun for everything. The difference between fans and fanboys is that, well, fans are able to see, what? How come this one it doesn't stay down? It doesn't pause there, but the weird like moving things. Oh, whatever.
Stage design.
Yeah. But
How does this one powered by a propeller?
that's not what I'm trying to do. Whatever.
I was giving another example of my head.
Yeah.
It just is.
I see. It's a Spyro game. Don't question it.
No, it's a weird Spyro game, no question. Alright, and we are back here. Yay. Alright, one loading screen later, we'll be back at the surface. Yay.
I forgot what I was talking about.
Me too.